Alright. Feeling good about this one. Let's see what we get. Okay. Gex. Enter the Gecko on Game Boy Color. Good lord. So... Gex. Enter the Gecko. I will say I did rather enjoy the N64 game. I've never played the, what was it, the 3DO original? Is it waiting for me? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Okay, let's have no more of that. It's gonna have more of that. Oh god, why? This... It is a rendition of the song from Gex. It's not a good rendition of the song. It's an amazingly abysmal version of the song. Okay. So, this is instantly reminding me of... what's it called there? Space Station Silicon Valley, which had an N64 game, which was amazing. And then the Game Boy Color version was a side-scroller. I don't know how they managed that twice, but here we are again, with, well, N64 and PS1 game that is also a side-scroller on Game Boy Color. Except in this case, the Gex game is not really amazing, it's just, you know... It's... Oh, okay, we have fall damage. Good to know. Anything down here? Good to know! Yeah. So, again, I kind of... I would give the Gex Enter the Gecko on N64 maybe like a 6.5 out of 10. It has a good amount of fun level to it, even though it gets rather repetitive and annoying and kind of meh at times. For the most part, it's a pretty decently fun game. So I really can't tell what is a platform I can stand on, and what isn't. Oh, and I apparently can't hold up. Oh, if I hold up and hit jump, he does the tongue thing. What? Oh my... Wow, these controls! What even, these controls? Okay, so that's the red remote for a different challenge. Not the one we are currently playing. Anyways, I should mention about these controls. I'm hitting B. I'm hitting A. Yeah, most people already know why that is a bad thing. Also, we have momentum in this game, and it is not a good thing. Oh, hey, skulls. Wonder if it will be 30 skulls like it should be. In the original, well, you know, in the proper Gex games, you get 30 of a collectible, then you, the collectible changes, and I think you have to collect 40 of the new collectible, and then it changes again, and you collect 50 of whatever the newest collectible is, and you get the silver... Oh, hey, it did do it properly. Switched at 30, good. And I think you also get a 1-up each time it switches, but, collect them all, and you get the, silver remote for the stage. There are 3 red remotes and 2 silver remotes in each stage. One for getting all the collectibles, and one for, just finding it hidden in the stage. And I have no idea how to not take the ramp up. So, yeah. Oh, okay, just go through there. And yeah, that's what I mentioned about the momentum, the regular jump versus the running jump, when you don't actually have a run button, it's just momentum based on how long you've been moving forward for. Also, while the music in the main hall was an amazingly crappy Game Boy rendition of the main hall music, this music here in Scream TV is not a version of the Scream TV music in the N64 game. So how do I get out of here now? Oh my god, I forgot, I can tail bounce. How did I do that? Okay, I just have to hit the tail bounce button at the exact perfect second. Awesome. Alright, so now that we've remembered the various mechanics that the game actually has, and yeah, you cannot just hold the tail bounce button, you have to repeatedly hit it every time you land. Yeah, they wanted the Gecko climbing ability is a thing in certain places, because I guess they could not be arsed to, make all the walls climbable. Okay, then. Can't do anything with the fireplace, apparently. Also worth mentioning that I have no Yep. I guess that's the one we were looking for. Okay. So this has a surprising number of the, Actually, I think this has more stages than the N64 version does. That is interesting. Let's see what's in the other direction. Bonus area, and Toon TV. Alright, so what's in the bonus? Oh, we need 2 silver remotes to get into the bonus area. And this is a Game Boy Color rendition of the Toon TV music. And it's terrible! What a surprise! Yeah, that is the thing for anyone who is unfamiliar with Gex the Gecko. It is all about television and movie references and parodies and such sort like that, and it is mostly pretty amusing. It gets really bothersome when, you know, as Gex is wandering throughout the levels, he will make references and wisecracks, which is fun, but he only has like 5 or 6 per level, and yeah. You run out of them really quick, like before you're even done with the first, you know, remote that you're trying to obtain, and yeah, then you have to listen to the same things for the next couple hours. So it's one of those things where it was a good idea, but didn't really work out with the limitations at the time. And yeah, the Toon TV is basically the Looney Tunes reference channel. Scream TV or Smell Razor is the horror movies of all types and categories. There's a Gex Cousteau level that's all about underwater stuff. There's a caveman-themed level that does, you know, Flintstones and Land of the Lost and all the other caveman references you could ever hope for. There's the space station level, there's the cyber circuitry type inside the computer level, there's the martial arts kung fu level. What else? One of the bosses is based around Gilligan's Island. Oh, and Gex also gets a costume in most of the stages, which they obviously didn't do here in this version, which is totally understandable. But yeah, for the Gilligan level, Gex actually dresses up as Gilligan. In the martial arts level, he gets kung fu, you know, whatever you want to call it, I guess, gi, or just a sort of a martial arts uniform or outfit. I think we want to be heading up here, but we'll find out. Hey, full health. Yeah, I actually have played very little of Gex 3. That one... just, it had already gotten old well before I was done playing the first Gex. Well, I guess the second Gex. The first one I had ever played, since, again, the first one was only on, I think it was the 3DO, so not very much access to that. But yeah, it had gotten old well before I was done playing Gex Enter the Gecko. And so, I just started playing Gex 3, and it was just really, really annoying and bothersome, and I said, nope, not having any more of this. Yeah, enemies that appear right as you're on top of them. That's amazing. Okay. Forgot you can also bounce on enemies to kill them. So that's effective. I think I need to be way up there. Actually, I think this is the spot that was shown in that little intro cutscene, wasn't it? Really wish these controls were not horrible. But there we go, I've gotten 2 red remotes, and that is all I'm going to play of this game. I would not recommend this game by any, I don't even know, I would not recommend this game at all. And yeah, I don't think I would even really recommend can we have an... We cannot have an end to the music. Okay, really quick then. Would not even really recommend the PlayStation 1 or N64 versions of this game. They are amusing, but only just so. And overall, not really worth it. Much more annoying in both the constant references that are very old very fast, and the fact that the game's controls and the platforming isn't all that good to begin with. So yeah, no. Would not recommend any Gex games, and yeah, we are amazingly done here.